Today I am going to explain the story of episode 3 of Mayfair Witches. I have given the link to its previous episode in the description. At the beginning of episode 3, we are shown a scene from 1681 Scotland where we see Suzanne. Here a woman is brought who is badly injured because she has been bitten by a wild boar. This woman is in a lot of pain, so she says that I would like to die. Don't give me medicines, I am going to die today. But Suzanne says that I will save you. That woman asks to give a good death. Let me fly before I go. A midwife's job is not just a cure, death is your job too. Suzanne gets very nervous. This woman asks if you are afraid of dying. Suzanne replies yes. This woman tells that one should not be afraid to die. I will go to my mother after death. That's why I want you to stop protecting me and bring me black henbane and feverfew. Black henbane is a type of plant that is very poisonous. After several requests from this woman, Suzanne starts looking at the black henbane mix. Here let me tell you that Suzanne was the first witch in Mayfair family. Only after Suzanne that the rest of the Mayfair witches are born. At the same time, the scene shifts to the present, where Deirdre is dead. And the police are questioning Rowan to find out Deirdre's real cause of death. Carlotta is also here and tells Rowan that I am your great aunt and Deirdre was your mother. But till then Ciprien comes here and Rowan starts going toward him. Carlotta is preventing her from leaving. Rowan ignores Carlotta's words and leaves with Ciprien. Ciprien brings her to the safe house. Rowan gives Ciprien's phone and asks why were you keeping an eye on me. Then he tells that I was collecting information about your life and routine, so I can protect you. The Talamasca exists to document and investigate the unexplained. Rowan shows the house in the picture and asks if he knows this house. He tells that this is Mayfair House, your aunt, and your mother used to live here. Rowan zooms in on the picture, showing the man, and asks do you know this man? Then Ciprien tells that it is connected to the Mayfair family, and they know it by the name of Lasher. It is a kind of entity about which we do not know much. Ellie was afraid that he might start visiting you. Rowan does not believe in all these things. Then Ciprien's senior Samir comes. He tells him that she is safe here. Samir asks, are you sure that you will keep her with you? He replies yes. Samir has come here with his team, and together his team is pouring some liquid around the house. Outside the house, a man makes armor by magic. Then we see Carlotta who is with her cousin Mealy. She asks how Deirdre's daughter is. Carlotta tells that she is much stronger than Deirdre but still we have to protect her. Mealy asks about Awake. Carlotta says if she comes to us, we will be able to help. She has Deirdre's necklace, and she says that with this I will bind Laser to someone. Rowan notices Ciprien's many gloves. She wants to know what's the need for these gloves. Ciprien says I have a gift. Whenever I touch something, I start seeing its past. Rowan asks that you were wearing gloves when you touched me on the beach. But even then you were faint. Ciprien says you're an exception. Your gift is the strongest thing I've ever felt. Rowan asks do all the Mayfairs have gifts? He tells that not everyone has it as Deirdre had it but Carlotta doesn't have it. Mr. Cortland doesn't even have it but he can control other things in which the whole Mayfair family comes. Your family is quite wealthy and mysterious. I used to walk by that house on my way to school, and I always wondered what went on inside. I saw something there once that scared me so much that I ran, but the next day, all the same. Rowan asks did you know my mother Ellie? Ciprien tells that she told us what happened to your boss. She was in touch with my predecessor for many years since a playground incident happened in her childhood. Rowan gets upset that my mother already knew this, yet she hid it from me. He is going back to the hotel to try and find out who killed Deirdre, and tells Rowan no matter what happens, don't get out of this apartment. When Ciprien leaves, his sister Odette arrives. Odette asks Rowan who are you and what are you doing here? Rowan tells that she came here to meet her brother for some work. But then the fire alarm starts ringing and because of that Rowan comes out of the building. Rowan tells Odette I want to visit my aunt, can you tell me the way to First Street? Odette tells that it is a 10-minute walk from here. Rowan starts walking towards First Street from there. Lasher comes to Mr. Cortland when he is alone. Mr. Cortland tells Lasher that the 13th witch has arrived. Lasher tells that she is different, and we learn here that Rowan is the 13th generation of Mayfair witches. At the same time, Ciprien also comes to that hotel and looks at the lift there, in which Deirdre had died. But when he touches the lift, he doesn't get to know anything. So he goes to the place where Deirdre's body is kept. He touches Deirdre's forehead. It appears that Rowan was separated from Deirdre when she was born. This brings tears to Ciprien's eyes. Carlotta is at her house, and she is accompanied by her maid Delphine. Carlotta serves drinks to Delphine first. Then Carlotta gives her the necklace and says that Deirdre left it for you. She asks her for help and takes her to the basement. Then locks her in there because Delphine helped Deirdre escape. Lasher is not happy with Delphine wearing the necklace, so he tries to harm her. And Delphine starts banging her head against the wall. Rowan is on her way to the Mayfair house but sees a funeral procession on the way, where a woman stands next to her and says that people never die, they always remain with us. Rowan tells that I too have lost someone today. Rowan is very happy with her words because that woman has a very different point of view. She offers Rowan something to drink. Then she asks Rowan to dance, and after drinking that liquid, Rowan gets intoxicated. It looks blurry everywhere. Then we come to know that the woman is Lasher, as he can take any form. During this, he comes in front of Rowan, but he is wearing a mask. He introduces himself as Adonis and starts dancing with her. Lasher says, "You remind me of her." And just as he was drawn toward Deirdre, he is drawn toward Rowan. They can't stop themselves and start kissing. He tells Rowan to follow him. From here he goes to a house. It is Mayfair House. When Rowan goes, her mother comes in front of her. Rowan can't believe that Deirdre is standing in front of her because she was dead in the lift. But Rowan is also happy to see her mother. Deirdre says, "They told me that you were dead, but I never gave up hope. And today you are in front of me. If you open your mind, you can be transformed." But Rowan doesn't want that. Deirdre asks, "You felt alone, haven't you? Because you're disconnected from your blood. It is only through Lasher that both of us were able to meet." Rowan understands that this is a ruse. When she regains consciousness, she comes to know that she is lying on the side of a road. After getting up from here, she starts going towards Ciprien's building. By then Ciprien has also come here from the hotel, and he sees that there are policemen outside his building and there is also an ambulance. Then he touches the walls of his building. So he comes to know that Lasher had set the fire here. Then he goes inside with Rowan. She asks him, "Did you go to the hotel, and what did you see there?" He tells that I must have been there, but someone has erased all the memories from inside the lift. I tried touching the lift repeatedly, but I couldn't see anything. This is the first time this has happened to me, but I touched Deirdre's body. And there I saw your mother when she gave birth to you. She didn't give you away. You were taken from her. It was the strongest memory left in that body. He tells that Lasher hit that fire to get you out of the apartment. Rowan says that I am not able to control those things which are inside me. Ciprien says I can help you, but for this, he wants to touch her. Rowan also agrees to this, and both of them hold each other's hand. And they start looking into each other's eyes, and tears start coming from both of their eyes. With this, episode 3 ends here. Hope you would have liked my explanation. See you with the explanation of its next episode. Till then, be happy and take care. Thank you for watching.